We'll hear from Darren Till right now on the TSN MMA show. He talks about the fight with Woodley and the bigger fight that he discusses in this interview. And I should add, as always, Darren Till uses some colorful language in this interview. So if you're offended by anything like that, feel free to shut it off. Here he is, Darren Till on the TSN MMA show. He has had one of the most meteoric rises to a title shot. The crazy thing is, after his second win over Jason Ayare in the UFC just over a year ago, he said, "Mark my words, I will be a champion." Darren, are you even surprised at how quickly this has come together for you?
Yeah, I'm a little surprised. It has been a fast rise. I expected it to be, prolonged a little longer. But, when you believe you're the best, you're ready for any time, any place, when the opportunity comes knocking. And that's what's happened now. So in 2 weeks, that opportunity will present itself.
One person that a lot of people say is the best ever is Jon Jones. I know he's had some issues that have kept him out of the octagon for some time, but he needed 7 fights before he got a title shot. You've only needed 6. Do you feel like the sky's the limit with you in terms of your upside and where you're viewed in I guess, the big picture of this sport?
Yeah, the sky is definitely the limit for anyone always. If you believe in and you put enough work in it, there's no secret. It's all just about hard work and belief. I do definitely agree. Jon Jones is one of the best to ever have done it. I just think with the right people, the right mindset, the right person. I feel like I feel like I'm the person to do it. I feel like I'm that special person. No one can tell me any different. So, I know in 2 weeks, I know in 2 years, I know in 4 or 5 years, I'm going to be considered one of the greatest fighters of all time.
As I mentioned, you said this after your second UFC win. How long have you carried this sort of confidence about greatness with you?
All my life. I'm not second best to anyone. I don't want to be second best to anyone. I don't want to be any questions. I just want to put my hard work in, and there's never been a plan B. It's just plan A, and plan A is to just be the fucking best in MMA. That confidence has been with me since I've been a child, since I've ever started this shit.
So you're 10 years old, let's say, in Liverpool. You're growing up. Do you still have that kind of confidence in you, where you're like, I'm destined for greatness?
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it as soon as I entered the gym. I knew it as soon as I took my first punch. I knew it as soon as I gave my first punch. I knew it as soon as my first fight. I just knew it. I just knew there was something inside me. I knew I was different from the rest. I just knew that. Sometimes we know things like this inside of us, and I know it to be true. I just know it 100%.
This is your first pay-per-view fight, your first UFC fight in North America even. Why do you think that the UFC is betting on you so early? And is that what it feels like to you, that they're betting on Darren Till to be a great star in the sport?
I think they're just helping me out with what I say. They believe what I'm saying as well. I don't know what they're doing. I don't really care. I don't care who they put in front of me. I don't care what they do. I don't care if someone says they're helping me or they're not helping me. Whoever I fight, I will beat. I'm happy for all the support they're giving me. But right now, the opportunities came, and in 2 weeks, that's it. There's nothing else left that I can do. If I lose that fight on that night, it's because Darren was the better man.
How real does it feel to you right now? The fight's just over a week away. You're fighting for the championship. Does it feel like just any other fight to you, or does the gravity of the situation stick with you?
I just can't wait to fight. I couldn't care if it was on Fight Pass or pay-per-view, or if it was in the back of a bar in a little cage. I'm just so ready right now at this point, at this moment, just to fight. I just can't wait to fight. I've done everything I can do. I just want to fight right now.
Well, you mentioned you don't care where it is. You have mentioned that you do have dreams of fighting at Anfield. I recently wrote on social media that if Conor ends up beating Khabib, you end up becoming the welterweight champion. A super fight could be created between the two of you on, British soil or European soil, whether it's Croke Park, Wembley, Anfield. Is that something that you could envision, something that big for European fans?
It could happen, but Conor's on a different path. I'm not really interested in Conor. I'm not like the rest of these guys who want to call for that money fight, call for that Conor fight. If it happens, yeah, it'll happen. But right now, Conor's got a big test, ahead of him. I believe he's going to win. If in 2 years or something happens, it happens. But right now, Conor's a lightweight. I'm a middleweight. So, it's just not something that's even in my mind.
You say that you're a middleweight. 2 years down the line, do you think you're still going to be the welterweight champion, or do you think you're just destined for bigger things in other divisions after you're done defending the title?
I've got a few more fights at welterweight. I've got a few more bits of business to take care of at this weight, and then I'm moving up. That's my plan.
Who are those bits of business?
Darren Woodley, and then whoever comes after him. I've told you, fucking everyone.
People keep asking you about this weight cut. I'm not going to ask you about it, but I do want to find out how much you actually talk about it behind the scenes with your team. Is it? I don't think it's a concern. I'd imagine you've made the weight in the past. You've missed it on 2 different occasions, but you know that you can make the weight. Do you guys talk about it at all? Is being at the UFC PI something that brings that to the forefront because you're doing it differently this time around?
My weight is the fight. The fight itself, that's fun time. That's easy. My big fight is with the weight. So yeah, constantly every day we check weight. We talk about weight. We're talking about what right foods we can have and stuff like that. So yeah, weight's a big part of this camp.
So what's left to do? What do the next 10 days of the life of Darren Till look like?
Just walk around moody because I haven't got food in me, and just wait to make weight. Have some nice food, and then it's go time. It's time to go and win a world title. That's what I want to do.
Well, is that nerve-wracking? I mean, you say that the weight is the battle. If right now you have to just think about it for this many days in a row, people are going to be asking you about it and all of that. Does that feel like the bigger fight?
Yeah, it's always my bigger fight. I'm a big guy. I train hard. I eat right. And I have a big cut, and yeah, that's my fight. I don't really even think about the fight with Tyrone. Everyone asks about that, but my weight's the fight. So yeah, I'll just keep answering these questions until I make weight, and then everyone can get told to fuck right off.
But how much of a game changer has the UFC PI been for you? Is this somewhere you hope to visit more frequently before your fights?
Yeah, it's been good. It's just got everything under one roof. There's so many guys here helping out. There's recovery. There's food. The facilities are just, I can't, it's just, honestly, I can't put it into words. It's unbelievable being here, especially with my team. Everything's under one roof. Right now I'm having a few moody days, but I've been so happy to have been training here. It's been such a big honour from how far I've come. I'm so honoured to be here.
How are you enjoying just being in Las Vegas and living there? Where are you living right now?
I'm living about 10 minutes from the institute, so it's nice. We've got a big house. There's a pool, little pool table on that. Big rooms, it's chilled. We get back home, we watch some films, and we just chill out all together. We're like one big family at the moment. It's good vibes. There's good energy coming from the team.
Do you like that? I'm sure in Liverpool everybody goes back to their own quarters before a fight. Now you guys are all together as a team. Do you like that as a kind of a team building exercise?
Yeah, it's just nice. Yeah, team building, family building. We're finding out new things about each other. So, yeah, every now and then it's nice to just spend quality time with people like that instead of just in the gym. So, yeah, it's nice. It's eye-opening.
People talk about comparisons with you and Conor, but let me know if you think this is accurate. Conor uses his confidence to kind of, go after his opponents, kind of take them down verbally, use mental warfare. You use your confidence to build up your belief in yourself. You're not all about putting down your opponents, other than saying that you have the unshakable belief that you're going to beat them. Do you think that that's accurate?
I don't need to put them down. My energy alone will put them down. My presence, the belief they see in me will put them down. If a guy wants to talk shit, yeah, I'll talk shit back. But I just go about things as I go about. It's just my confidence is unmatched. There's not a man alive right now on this earth who is more confident than me, and that's the truth. I just beg to differ with anyone who says they're more confident with me. So that's how I look at it.
Well, I think that the proof is in the pudding there. You look back at your post-fight interviews from past years and your affirmation that you are going to be the best, that you want to win 3 titles. You've been talking about it for more than a year. And that certainly is apparent. And it seems like it's Manifest Destiny right now. You've got your title shot in just over a week's time. And I'm sure you're greatly looking forward to that. And we look forward to seeing you compete at UFC 228. I'll see you down there in Dallas. And we look forward to covering an exciting fight week.
Thank you, mate. I'll see you there. Have a good day.
That was Darren Till. Wow, that if that doesn't whet your appetite for a main event for UFC 228, I don't know what will. And I asked him about fighting Conor McGregor, and he goes, I'm not interested in fighting Conor. Conor's got his own stuff going on. I'm a middleweight. He's a lightweight. I'm not one of these guys that's going to try to call out Conor to make money. I've got other guys in the middleweight, in the welterweight division that I need to beat first. How crazy is that?
Yeah, he's going to talk his way to his own big money fights.
Exactly. I think that's kind of his mindset. I got bigger fish to fry.
And I mean, if you ask a top guy that's so focused in the sport, they're going to say, when you compare them, they're always going to say, I'm not that person, you know? I mean, we saw with Israel Adesanya, they're like, oh, you're the next John Jones. He's like, no, I'm the next Israel Adesanya. So, I mean, Darren Till has that mindset. He's not going to sit there and try to create this path that someone else took. He's going to create his own. And look what he's done in this such small amount of time. You know, you give him another couple years, man, he might be that megastar that the UFC needs and is looking for.
For sure. I started watching The Ultimate Fighter. It's you got 2 heavyweights from Glory on there. You got Anderson Silva, not to be confused with the other Anderson Silva.
I didn't know he was on that one.
Yeah, he's on the show.
Anderson Broderick Silva?
Yeah, Broderick Silva, yeah.
I didn't know he made the show. I know Maurice Green.
And Maurice Green. He's on the show as well. I feel like there was another kickboxer. One sec. I'm going to go and take a look. I feel like there was another guy from Glory on the...
But I didn't know Broderick made it. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, he made it.
That's my guy.
Yeah, Broderick made it. And he's got a good UFC record.